Yeah, I think it's about time. So, yeah. Don't know if anyone is around, I suspect not. It's like one. In current viewer, I'm guessing that's just me monitoring, but yeah. If not, then use chat, because that's basically on it, and it's just trying to test out widgets, but also only playing Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for PlayStation 2. And, you know, the reason that I'm doing it here and not emulating it is because this game is difficult to emulate, and also the PS2 takes a lot of CPU to emulate, so yeah. As it turns out, it's relatively easy to deinterlace from PS2, so long as you're not using Streamlabs OBS, in which case it's extremely difficult. So I've had to switch from using Streamlabs OBS to using OBS Studio, and then trying to get Streamlabs to work. So I've tested the chat with it, but yeah, it seems to be working. But yeah, if anyone wants to help contribute, test this sort of thing, but it doesn't necessarily matter, because I would be using the other doof for actual Streamlabs OBS for the other one, because I wouldn't need this to deinterlace anything for the real chatty stream. But yeah. So this is a game that I've owned for quite a while. I've seen people let's play it before ages ago, but yeah, I haven't actually played it all the way through myself. So I mean, I've played quite a bit with it, like the early stuff, but yeah. You can see I've done some messing around testing earlier, but yeah. Yeah. I've done stuff, I haven't done all of the stuff. And at some point I would like to do a whole playthrough, which is kind of what inspired me to use this as like a testy thing. Because I don't know, I might make multiple ones of these. Who can tell? Yeah.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
I don't know if there's supposed to be, like, originally planned a gameplay segment there, but they just cut from cutscene to cutscene. I feel like there probably was.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack?
Yeah, it feels
This place
like
gives me the
the way the
creeps.
cutscenes are cutting, there would have been detailed cutscenes. I don't know, I haven't looked too much into the development of this.
Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
And these... No. Forgive
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
I was quiet for quite a bit, but they just do not stop talking in cutscenes here, do they?
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Yeah. So that's a huge problem there. That's basically the boat game. You have a gun to head off to the other side of the world to
floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
God, there's a lot of talking going on. But yeah, I'm suspecting that's about to trigger another talk a bit, so it's a great hit for a moment. So yeah, I grew up on the Ratchet & Clank games, which are sort of a sister series. Like, I mean, this was made by Naughty Dog, and the Ratchet games were made by Insomniac, and I think they shared some of like the engine code between them when they were like developing the first ones. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Interestingly, Ratchet & Clank 1 starts up with a mostly quiet opening cutscene, whereas this one just talking. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that conversation. Wait, can you give me a prompt? I guess.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
So, as you can see, that's what I was going to say. The tutorial messages in Ratchet & Clank are much better than this because they just sort of pop up at the bottom of the screen, and I think the third one that pops up, or like the fifth or something, is how to interrupt tutorial messages. And that's the moneymaker there. It's one of the most memorable and, you know, like, cool bits about the game is that, yeah, they have these great sort of, there's a collective one, you get those things, and with this one, I don't think there's like 101, is it 101 or 200, however many it is, unique ones of those, but there's a few, and I think they either cycle through or use specific ones based on the thing, but yeah. Yeah, quite so.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Yeah. They're usually not all, you know, in one place. I think I definitely stopped.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
I guess that's a good enough prompt to talk about controls. I thought it wasn't going to, but actually you got a jump, double jump, punch, which is a bit of a lunge. You can't chain them, and you got to spin, and then crouch as well as roll. But you can also chain them, so jump, long jump, kind of similar to Ratchet. That sort of slows you fall a little, I think, or does it? I don't know. And if you punch and then jump, you do an uppercut, which is required through a few things. Yeah. But yeah, that's your basic moveset. And here we go.
Wow! That last Scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Vague plot justification as to why you should collect some more collects.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yeah, because they did have that tutorial for the box that wasn't, you know, the box. It wasn't a whole cutscene, so
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
so I have to go back and get this. Yeah.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that in the game. So unfortunately from this, but here's a vent of it.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
You can't, like, upgrade how long the maximum time is. You just kind of... yeah. You do what you do.
Good work! The Blue Eco caused the door to open.
I mean, this is the only
With
sort
Blue
of
Eco,
magnet.
you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Oh, that's the other thing. If you crouch instead of rolling, same button, then you
Those
jump
little
high.
green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
It's not really increasing so much as replenishing, but yeah. You'd think this would be better for picking up, but you don't really pick up much
You
more.
can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
The ledge, like, holding this is not particularly, is there anything down there that needs... like, the ledge holding ratchet is very good, but this one seems a little temperamental. It might just be because I'm not used to it. Ah, crap. And there we see, yeah. That was supposed to take us down there, I guess. Yeah, guess we've done. But, yeah, if we just... ooh. There's 50 of those. So the menu buttons are a bit thing. You got the 4 parcels. Those things. Apparently there were 6 of them that we missed somewhere in the level. So we've technically speaking made progress now. Oh, I haven't got done by those before. No, it's a collector form. I want to collect them. I hit it, I don't know. But yeah, this increases pickup range. But there we go. 100%. That isn't really a particularly fast way, but oh, you can notice that's a pendulum. This is using very nice PlayStation 2 era LOD. I think that's either the thing they traded to or from Insomniac. But yeah, I do love that. You can see it if you're looking at it, and it's like, yeah, that's not seamless, but at the same time, it's seeing, how the game was made, how this big, sort of almost open world can be done on a PS2. Now, we don't know
Good training, boys, but that's
We don't need to
nothing
go back
compared to the
to
challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Piranha Plant, slash whatever the Zelda version is it? I don't think there's much in the way of secrets or collectibles around here. I don't know, it's been a while since I've done this bit. The testings and stuff I was doing was on a different version. Can't go in there, but...
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Village.
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. I'll just turn that down a bit.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Yeah, that's sort of your first couple hours. You've got the Forbidden Temple there, Sentinel Beach, which is where the eco collectors are, somewhere behind that pole. Yeah, it's somewhat difficult to stand on top of things here. And you can just walk over there. There's like an arch over there that I guess probably helps act as a loading zone, but yeah. You can just do that. There's sort of a green star in the sky there. I think they might have one for each colour of eco, which drop 4 or maybe more. I know that I've seen a blue one as well. Maybe it changes depending on the night. I'm not sure.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
But ironically, that's also the fisherman's boat. So there's this boat made of wood, and also like a semi-high-tech speedboat boat. Ready? Despite the fact the village isn't infested.
It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yes, thank you, I've noticed. That really doesn't extend the range, like, at all. Crap, I forgot what I was talking about again. I will come back to me in a bit. Alright. This guy also wants us to do something over in the Forbidden Temple. Forbidden Temple? Oh. I'm showing you something because we've got quite a fair, but this would give us. This guy wants us to do it in the
Don't
jungle
tell me
temple
that you
place.
two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Yeah, that's that guy, but now we can check the name of it, because I've forgotten. No, we can't. It shows us the ones you've collected like this, and I hope that shows up nice on the thing. I'm starting to hear my monitoring headset, so I'm hoping that's not coming through. I forgot this.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know?
I
Right
completely
now, I
forgot
couldn't
about this
chisel
character.
my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
We will be. But first, and that's the other reason I want to go to Forbidden Jungle Place first, is,
What a weird looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
these things are... Yeah. For one thing, it will open up a bunch of vents. For another thing, it will, yeah, give us the money to get the boat so we can go back over there and get more stuff. I saw that guy going through. Yeah. You can sort of see the elevator here. Probably wasn't as visible on like a CRT or whatever. yeah, this is some orbs, but it's also, yeah.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield.
Yeah.
You can't crossfire, can you?
fire.
Until you collect enough
We have
power
to go
cells.
about it on foot, by which I mean not on foot, but I don't know why. Is that thing gonna zoom into me? Yeah. Are you just gonna? Yeah. See, that really doesn't extend your pickup range. You literally have to be colliding with it. Is that not? I've had a couple of glitches with this recently. I had one when I was testing it where, yeah, it just couldn't interact with anything. Because I think I might have died while a cutscene was playing and then it didn't count the death. Or something like that. Whatever happened, it was not working as it could. Oh yeah, in order to... Yeah, I think that is part of... Well, aesthetically speaking, part of the first boss, I guess. There's another... Like, there's a much bigger piranha plenty thing sort of down in the basement of that, and if you get rid of that, turn on all the vents. I'm going to turn the volume down. I can't really get any feedback on it, but you know. Yeah, I'll just in places that will benefit me more to come back later and do them and collect stuff than it will to do that now. See, I don't feel safe with the hang climber. Yeah. One do for a wait. Getting that health back.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
So that's where this is. I didn't notice that last time I was going through here. That will break through these as well, so you need to dive jump on. I don't think we need the power anymore though, so Which is good, because I'm not good at this platforming. Like I said, I don't feel like the ledge climb is doing for me what I want it to do. At least I'm glad I'm not emulating this, because shadows don't work on the emulator, or they do, but they work too well and also don't work. Yeah. Anyway. That's one of the... Oh, we don't defeat the boss. There's a thing in here that you press and
Yeah,
that...
so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Ah, I forgot about this last time I came through here too. Yeah, those just come back. I don't know if they hurt you or not. Yeah, at the end of this is a way to activate all those vents, and yeah. Just in general, you know, make things easier in the world. So get this, and then thing we're standing on pumps down, opens up all
Wow,
vents.
did you see that? Blue eco-vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco-vents as well.
What that means is we can now use this. And get some of those. What we're actually supposed to use is just to open that door. Got some more of these in here. And there's not much point in hanging on to that beyond. But it can hurt you. Anyway, here is another piranha plant. You need to kill all of his those.
you, Jack! Really? I was.
Oh yeah, death scenes. Yeah, if you die, then you get one of those. So I mean, it just feels like a crapshoot when, and then it will get rid of. And then just jump up there. I was testing this earlier today. This was causing me trouble, but considering I know what I'm doing, got that done, and I think was it 2? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of eggs in him, or egg orbs. So, yeah, make sure. I thought these were all gonna get picked up. Yeah, as you can see now, vents are everywhere. That's fun. It's not like they provided much of a problem, but they also, you know, weren't helping. Anyway, here's where we get the boats.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my
I
speedboat
can't remember.
to get
I
to
think
Misty
this
Island.
might be a frustrating
Want
one,
to try the
so
challenge?
yeah, I'll give it a quick thing.
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
I wonder if
Here comes a big one.
mini games, which I don't think this is technically required to finish the game, but it is required to complete it, so yeah, I don't think you need.
Looks like you could use a bigger.
It's 99 out of 200. I believe it's the same
Here comes a big one.
order every time, so conceivably speaking, if I can learn it, then that's good. Shit.
Steady boy.
I don't know, this is different. I think this has like several programmed in. This is going to be one of those things that takes a while, isn't it?
Here comes a big one.
Hopefully this doesn't end up being the entire stream. You know what, fun fact, none of these are lurkers, even though a lot of the wildlife in this game is, because lurkers have yellow eyes, and even like the eels in this don't have yellow eyes.
Here comes a big one.
It's like fish DDR. FFR. Yeah.
Here comes a big one. Missed again. Steady boy.
Okay, I think it's easier if you don't look at it, just look at the brim. There we go.
Here comes a big one. You missed a jumbo, laddie.
Oh, we are on Sunday. You know,
Well, if you want to try for the power cell sometime, You know where to find me.
I'll potentially do that in the future and like get good at it off stream or something. I don't know. But yeah, not going to Misty Island today. Camera is a little bit awkward in this game. It's also inverted, always, and I believe there's a way to change that in the PS4 port of it, but not any easier. I think I'm going to do some sort of, let's say, fairly complicated inputs. The sort of thing that would be a cheat code back in the day, back when this was around as well, because this would be back when we were making cheat codes for games instead of, you know, not. Okay. This will give us a full thing as if we were in a thing. I think there might be a proper way to get up and do this one, but or it might just lock off after you destroy the machine, but important to get that now and not have to try and figure out how to do it without that. But yeah, then we break that off.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Yeah. It is. We
line up the
get
beam
these.
by pointing it at the next tower.
It'll take us on a bit of a tour throughout this level.
Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
And I should really do something about health because. Oh. Fun fact about piranhas in the game: you can just kill them. So, yeah, going with it.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
These snakes, on the other hand.
I'm like, Stretcher! Yuck.
Yeah. These snakes are not fun to deal with. There's presumably a way to, like, depth percepts where to put them, but I have not, you know, dropped it yet, so, there we go. Yeah, what is the next? Okay, good, that was still up. It's over there we go. I'm slightly not good at platforming in this as I feel like I ought to be able to be. Haven't quite got the feel for it yet. These things in particular, I do not like the game feel of yet. Like I said, I think I just need to get more used to it. From where I was when I was testing, it's like half an hour, not half an hour, like an hour, 2 hours ago. Couldn't do anything. Now I'm at the point where I can. Yeah. understand, hey, you know, this and that is going to... Those are poison crates, don't walk into them. My good health. Here's a good question. If you roll... Can't roll and punch, okay. Okay, let's
I remember the big one that got away.
creepy guy. Let's see what else. 200 pounds of fish. I think there's another one for even more fish, if memory serves correct. But won't be going through for those today. Kinetic eco beams. That's gonna be a thing. Scout flies. How many have I got? 5. I believe there's 2 in the below area, but that should be it. Yeah, you can hear the scout flies doing that noise. Ooh. iframe usage there. On point. Again, I really feel like the spin should increase your pickup range by quite a bit, but it doesn't. Oh, damn, there's an orb over there too. Drops me. Oh god, I have to go out there. Well, at least I hope it's out there. Like, I don't know if the game's able to handle you dying after getting the 7th fly. It is. Because I've had a couple glitches from this before.
All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Yeah, these underwater things. Don't go too far in the water, there are sharks, because this is a PS2 game, and that's how you keep people from swimming too far in the water in a PS2 game. Yeah, anyway. Enemies aren't particularly difficult to fight in this game. Okay, I think that should... yeah. Eco beams, 200 pounds of fish. And I guess there isn't a 500 pounds of fish thing, or maybe there is. I swear I remember more fish. Yeah, it's just that, and then I think this might help Cypher, because if I've taken full damage, I know that you can take full damage, so try not to. But yeah, anyway, this is what this is. This is the electricity to power the windmill to generate electricity.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Yeah, I think these caves here, particularly to help with loading and popping. Probably to not have sand over beaches. Yeah, I'll give one more go at the fish thing.
Want to try and beat the river, do ya?
Yeah.
Here comes a big one!
If this isn't emulator, I can just slow it down. Again,
Steady
sucks
boy.
that this game is difficult to emulate. On the other hand, I think I understand what it's doing now. It's got like several patterns and it's cycling through them at random. I don't think it's a single set pattern.
Steady boy. Looks like you could use a bigger net.
Well, it's your net.
Missed again.
Okay.
Steady boy. Here comes a big one.
Okay, this is not going
To the
terribly.
left. Steady boy. Hold steady. Almost there. You did it!
Ah,
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock.
I thought that was gonna take ages. And a slam dunk. And that's everything in the Hidden Jungle, I think. Yeah. All the orbs. All these. Yeah. It was some fun to be offered. Hey, do you want to do a pirate voice in the video? Who wouldn't want to do that? Yeah, that's all of Forbidden Jungle now. And as I said, you can technically... you only need 20 power cells, and we have 11, and we can get... You know... We can get plenty on the mainland without ever having to go to Misty Island. Is it Misty Island? Murky Island? One of those. But... for the sake of completion, of course, you have to get all of them.
Wow!
Ah,
Check out
crap.
that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Keep on rolling on it. Crouch jump. Yeah, crouch jump. I think this counts as part of Sandover Village. Yeah, so I'm gonna use orbs and power cells and things count towards the Sandover Village. Points.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Funny enough, no.
Oracle. Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
I imagine...
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
I imagine that butterflies aren't programmed to fly through him, but...
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
But yeah, but there we go. We now have 13 of them? Which is almost all now, so...
Hey! Let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock!
We've got 3 more scout flyers in the village to get. That should net as another orb, I think. Not orb. Power cell. Because the orbs aren't orb-shaped, they're egg-shaped. Funnily enough, in a later game there is a precursor egg and it's not egg-shaped. And also possibly not an egg. One more scout fly box somewhere in the village. I already got the one over there. That's the Muse guy's house. It's Bird Lady. I will not be talking to you yet. Already did that one. Where's the last box? So all of this, like up until that arch, this is all still Sandover Village. So any box would have to be between here, the village, and up there. Oh, I can hear something.
Gotta bring in the crops from the jewel basket.
That's a herding minigame. Don't exactly want to do that. There's a couple of, as you can see, we're down to 10 orbs, but there's a couple of things here where they, say, hey, give us 90 of them, like the mayor did. Speaking of, let me get the thing from him.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you.
But you can give him like we give the Explorer
Boys, you have restored power
90,
to the village
he's
and
the
guaranteed my
parts.
re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
The farmer guy down there, has that heard of him again? So the guy over there wants you to catch a thing on the island. Bird Lady wants you to crack a bird's egg open, but that's on Sentinel Beach. I don't know if it's Sentinel Beach yet. And there's not much internet.
Hey, baby, what you working on?
Be careful with that. I'm trying to figure out how to transport the Zoomer using the trans pads the precursors left all over the world. If you come across one of these pads, I can lock onto your communicator's location and send you the Zoomer. Keep an eye out for a trans pad when you explore Misty Island, and wherever else you go.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a necessary cutscene. I think it's a thing you can do. I don't know. Yeah. You will be using that thing on Misty Island. So yeah. Oracle, 90 obs to the air. 90 obs to your uncle / the Explorer, and I think, yeah, this guy.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set
Most
off
high
on my
energy
journey
performance in the
yesterday,
game.
but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
This, yeah, it's certainly one of the cutscenes where you really get to see how detached eyebrows are from faces. And by the way, despite the outfits, according to the wiki at least, you know, people here are human. So we've got him. Bird Lady, another cutscene.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfree. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor.
She has not piled hay at the base. I did that 2 hours ago, and there was no hay at the base at all.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get the hungry yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get him back into the corral?
Surprisingly, I was expecting that to be a lot more goofy, but I guess okay. This is a surprisingly good performance. Well, I mean, they're all like as performances, they all serve a purpose, but yeah. Let's see if we can move to them at the same time. So I thought it was just going to be punching them. I guess you can not punch them? Seems unusual. They don't go any faster, so I guess... yeah, better not to. He sounds really tired out by that. Now, he's not a speaking presence, but he makes a lot of noises. Like the chat and... yeah. All those sort of good noises, and
gotta bring in the crops from the jukebox now.
yeah, and that is just surprisingly sort of subdued, realistic. I don't know. Authentic sounding performance. But yeah, you got the
That lazy
owl.
farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
The owl or ouch sort of thing, that was also a thing. I don't know if this is the same voice that they have when they give him a voice in the sequels. Oh. I don't think I mentioned, but zoom in is triangle.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I have to say, I like this guy. He's down to the point. He's got an authenticity to his voice. And, you know, he has a hat. And the hats are, of course, awesome. It is, I think, an hour and 12 minutes since it started. You know what? I'm gonna just sort of keep on going for now. Oh, there's the green sun rising over there. And so, PlayStation in Japan, it was circle for yes, crossfire. That was sort of like the mandated control version. Whereas in the West, I think it's typically the other way around. In this one, it's circle and cross for yes, and triangle and square for no or something in like menu.
This place gives me the creeps.
Standard.
And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
Yeah, I'm like everything we've been to. Well, apart from Guys of Rock, which I don't like Guys of Rock is, but it's there's Guys of Rock. I think. Oh, that's another cool thing about this game. Instead of a manual, it comes up with a big sort of fold-out map of the game, or like not in detail, but sort of.
Jump, then dive onto the teeter-totter.
I don't know if that's supposed to be useful, but yeah. Maybe that's just sort of supposed to be teaching mechanics, but yeah. It's got this really nice big fold-up map and manual sort of thing. Yeah. I was more
I see
against
the
Red
sculptor's muse.
That is a chasing minigame, and I'm not sure I want to do that right now. I might come back to it a bit, but for now, let's.
we go to charge this platform up. Don't fall into the mist below us, because I don't think we'll make it back.
That is not fire, that's red eco. Red eco.
Red eco makes your attack stronger.
Yeah, that. Red eco does that. There we go. The mist below kills you, as he was saying. Enemies are not difficult to find this game. Just need to find a way to get power and bring it to that thing. Yeah, it's more all about... Oh, that is fire, not red eco. It's more about the not getting hit because you have hardly any health as opposed to the like...
Mark over those bones!
Do that. Can I get... I can probably get over there in good time if I was not so bad speed. Oops, sorry, I moved away from the microphone. Yeah. I think it might want me to go around it this way. Ah, crap.
Say goodnight, Jak.
That was short. And now the enemies are back. It's a pain, isn't it? So. And the enemies are back. So yeah, it's not so much a war of combat as a war of attrition, war of how long does it take this to get frustrating. Crap. Yeah, war of frustration, let's call it. Ah, there we go. But yeah, the like precursor metal sort of stuff has a nice sort of bongo-ish sort of sound to it. When you step on it, your eye animation like that. That's something cool. Anyway. Ah, crap. Let's go a different way. Irritated. Getting a little irritated by that way. It's very much a situation where you do have to keep up with him or something. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just a follow. Those guys were a pain.
Better you than me.
What other ways can I go here? Because there's the Zuma bit as Kira, whatever her name is, mentions. So if we can find the pad that happens on, that will be fun. Oh! There we go. Oh. Ooh. That made a lot of noise.
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here. It's an ambush, Jak!
Oh, it's not.
It's an ambush! Get the red eagle!
Okay, I hope.
Hey, Jak! Can I have your insect collection?
Oh, thank God. I don't want to go through that first bit. It's just getting a bit irritating. Like I said, I'm not yet accustomed to controlling this one. Ah, and there's bombs.
While you're down there, could you rub my feet?
Well, that probably wasn't made with the internet in mind. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not going to judge on just saying, yeah, like, it was probably not made as a yes, that. This was a defensive.
Say goodnight, Jak.
Like, this is what I went through with the piranha plant earlier when I was as you might have noticed, everything freezes when you die, presumably so that those cutscenes sort of clipping. Which is... it can be entertaining. It's... well, it's not everything. These anime placements are different.
I'm like, stretcher! Yuck. Breath mint?
There's no skips for those as well, so while it's initially somewhat entertaining, if you die a lot, those get a little bit annoying. There's no skips for any of these cutscenes. There's no point for going to this eco, really, because everything is a one-hit KO except for those guys.
Like, oh, I gotta get Shane back now!
So why don't you just play it cautiously? Because yeah, everything takes one hit except for the two-hit guys, and they can still get a good hit on you by the... Probably best to not try and go for it, yeah, if possible. Throwing bombs, as I believe if we take them out we can get them and we can get the thing and then shoot it at those metal boxes.
Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Yeah, that's where Daxter fell in at the start of the game, I think. Or possibly it was a different one, yeah. But I think it's that one. So yeah. So there's that. Presumably somewhere around here is a way to get up to that, if anything I can. No, but there is a thing on the other side, and I don't think. There we go. And we're dead.
Step 1, stay alive. Step 2, think about not doing something like that again!
And we've checkpointed right next to them, so that's fine. This does make you... oh yeah, you can only have one eco at a time. And here's where our vis comes in. Okay, goodbye. I think that's our first one of this level. There we go. But somehow there's a way to get up there and get in charge of the thing that throws bombs. And ideally at some point I'd like to do that because it will help. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks like... At least I think should be able to... Should be able to get it. I'll take bowling a little bit. There we go. Now we can get all this. There we go. See, there's the real combatness of this one. It's not about fighting. Take them down very easily. It's about not getting hit. And I am unfortunately very bad at not hitting. But I do have a scalpel, so that's good. Oh, for...
I was right behind you, Jack! Really? I was.
Well, that went embarrassing. Spin jump. Remember to spin jump. You can sweep them out from above here. And we almost have enough.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already. Well, better you than me.
Okay. There was a surprising amount of these guys here who do not attack you immediately upon spawn. I did not know that. Okay, that guy's dead. Fun. If you're in the groove from grooving groovily, I'm not jumping. one orb there, which I'm going to have to go back for. And I'm going to lose a...
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
And now I have to do that all again. Ugh. All over that wall. And I'm back here with 1 health, that's not fun. There we go. Yeah, it's not about the it's not about the hits you take, it's about the hits you take.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction.
Oh, that's good.
Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Speaking of...
Get some! Get some! Alright! Treasure!
Yeah, there's orbs in these. Bouncing off the invisible orbs. I think that's everything we can do up here, so... Might as well come down and get... I just still need to find the 180 to trade in. Wow. I guess at this point, the 180 minus 112, 68 more. And let's see what the transpad. So that'll be and the scout flies. And muse. I have to damn play this one. Yeah. What we have left now is following moves. Do that, presumably it will take us past. Oh god, I hope I checkpointed.
I'll say something really teary at the funeral, like, "How am I gonna get changed back now?"
Let's check the time. 23:40. I get I'll turn off the bed now. But yeah, let's. It's like nobody did Shark Doctors, but you know, if you're watching this after the fact, you know, welcome. And I'm probably going to end up watching after the fact to see if there's any huge technical errors that I missed. So what I should have done is stream something, you know, incredibly popular. So, you know, the chances of random people showing up on the algorithm. Okay. I think this is just info but follow. Unless. Oh god, yeah, it is just a chase. Right. Oh, that's fun. I'll go do something. Here we go. Found the transmitter. I have found the transmitter.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them!
Yeah. Presumably they have more balloon things because nothing has popped up. Oh, balloons. I don't know how many of them. Destroy the balloon, Lucas. So it's changed from. So that's presumably how we get a power cell somehow. I guess one of them just drops it. One of them, I think this might. This is the last guy. Yay.
Good! You stopped all the mind-dropping lurkers. They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the transpad and I'll teleport it back.
I'm pretty sure this is also James. But yeah, we're not going to do that because if we go up here, we can get another power cell. We can get. Sort of a jump. a yellow sun. Crap. This is gonna be several minutes of me embarrassingly missing this one. There's a lot of ways that I can almost get it. There we go. Ah, that... Nah, it's delightful. Alright, we have a real thing. Ah. Welcome to not so tight controls in semi-tight platforming section. And damn it. Let's go back to that. I believe, although I haven't actually ever played the sequel, but I believe they tightened up the controls for these very much in the sequel, so... or at least made them less difficult. Yeah, everything but the important one. Yeah, that's what I'd say if they went all important, because collect the form. There we go. See, Misty Island? It looks so misty in the daytime. Yeah, Misty Island. It's the Muse. There's 2 more scout flies. Otherwise, we're almost... yeah. That can be there and that can go. Is there a scoutfly box on the ship? I don't think so. All I've really got to do is... yeah, I think there was something up there when I was chasing after the Muse that I missed. What was there? I don't know. You know what? At the same time, it's getting late, and also, yeah, I think I might be running out of bladder space, so, you know what? At 10 to midnight, I think that's going to be us, or just me. But it'll just go over the footage, and hopefully everything will be hopefully everything will work. If not, then, well, I'm going to do another one of these anyway, but if not, then I can adjust. So, yeah. Good, plenty, wonderful. Good night.